Hey everyone, so like I said in my last video on starting the fire with empty lighter, I'm going to show you guys how to find fat wood in the wild. Right now I'm back here in the woods, and we have quite a few pine trees out here. So anytime you're in an area where you have a lot of conifers, whether it be pine trees or firs or most conifers, you're gonna be able to find fat wood pretty easy. Fat wood is just basically rotten wood. Well, it doesn't have to be rotten wood, but basically wood that has a lot of resin collected in it, and it burns really easy. It makes one of the best natural fire starters. What you have to understand is that trees rot in different ways. So you have like hardwoods like oaks and elms and beechwood and stuff like that. Most of those actually rot from the inside out. That's why it's easy to find a hollow tree, whether it be oak or something like that. Conifers, on the other hand, they rot from the outside in. So what's happening is, as the tree is dying, it'll be collecting the resin, just building up more. The slower the tree dies, the more it builds up. But what it's trying to do is it's trying to repair itself. So the resin is really the tree's medicine. There's so many different uses for it, whether it be like as a medicinal antibiotic, so many different things, but also it's a great fire starter. So if you have a tree that's died slowly, eventually it falls to the ground and it's gonna rot. So what's gonna happen is the outside is gonna rot out first, and the inside is gonna be basically preserved by all that resin that's collected in it. That's like a natural preservative. So here we have a tree that's been lying in my pond down at kind of just lying over it. Some of it was underwater, some of it was above, but a lot of the outside has rotted away. But if I take this piece right here and I break it, all right, let me show you what's in there. You see that nice yellow wood inside? Now that right there is fat wood. All right guys, so here's some of the fat wood that I collected, and I'm just gonna process it real quick and show you guys how well it burns. Just gonna split it down into a couple of pieces. Nice. Great idea would be if like someone would find a way to make these into matchsticks. Put a little match head on the end. That would be pretty awesome. Wouldn't be surprised if at some point in time they made matchsticks out of these. I don't know, I haven't studied up on it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get a couple little splits, and I'm also gonna make some shavings. The shavings are great. They'll flame right up. Now, rather than making the shavings in advance, I prefer to keep a good piece and make the shavings when I need them, because some of the volatile turpentine and stuff gets evaporated in the air when the more surface area is exposed. That's also why it burns better when it's in shavings like this. But you don't need a whole bunch. Just a little bit, depending on what you're trying to do. If the weather is really bad and you got pouring rain, you want to get more. But we did have quite a bit of rain yesterday, so all this stuff was on the ground. It's been soaking wet. But that's the beauty of fat wood. It'll still burn. So I'm gonna make all the little shavings into a little pile. I'll go ahead and light that up for you. That burns nice. I get one of these burning, a couple of these. I might even make a little miniature log cabin fire right here. Usually what I'll do. Get it going. So that's just a little tiny bit of fat wood. Let's see how long that burns for. I guess we can time it on the phone. I don't have another watch, but we'll just see how it goes. So this piece is actually like sopping wet, but it's still got that pitch in there, so it tends to even react with the water. once it's going, it makes it stronger. Yeah, that's a good little fire. I could actually take out a little pot and cook something on it right here. It does have a lot of black smoke. That's all that resin. That's why they say not to burn this stuff in a fireplace, because all that stuff's going to collect on the walls of the chimney, and once you get a bunch of it collected, it actually flash up and get your house burning down. So either you're going to be cleaning your chimney a lot, or prefer not to burn pine or conifers in your fireplace. Outdoors it's great though. Yeah, you can see just how powerful that little tiny fire is. That wind, good wind, not going to put it out. Put some wet tinder on top of that, you'll get that going no problem. Beautiful stuff. I personally prefer to use natural materials when I can to get a fire going, rather than some of the petroleum-based fire starters. If you can find fat wood, that really should be your go-to for fire starting. Always good to have a backup though, just in case. Maybe you're in an area where you don't have fat wood, or you could carry some fat wood in your kit. But yeah, great stuff. Still burning. Smells good too. One other thing I do with this is I can make a torch, and I'll probably make a video, I don't know about next time, but at some point in the future I'll make a video on doing a torch using either pine pitch or fat wood. But yeah, this is still going. Probably will go for another 5-10 minutes. But appreciate you all watching. Feel free to subscribe. Any comments are welcome. Suggestions. You all have a great day.